number 22, the Rocket, now leaving San Francisco for Sacramento, Reno, Salt Lake City, Denver, Kansas City, Chicago, and Point East. Sleeping cars only. Last call. All passengers please board at track 5. Forward!
say that the track led all the way around the basement with 2 or 3 sets of rails, a turntable in the middle near the furnace, which was a model of a 110-foot turntable, which worked by electricity. I had help from 1 or 2 of my sons at that particular time, because I was no electrician. There was a double slip switch. I don't know, I think probably the picture will show you that. At this particular time, I believe I had just about 3, may have been 4 engines. This was a professional movie taker. We had a number of pictures taken by the movie people, some of which we never saw again. Near the turntable, which actually was a firing up track. We had a blower that we could fasten on a stack and send all the fumes up the chimney. See a lot of things in addition to trains. There's the double slip switch there, where the engine is cutting across right now. Our program in the basement was to run an engine after it's fired up, to run it around the whole circle and over everything to make sure everything was all right. Then we would switch and hook up to complete a freight train, and then let it take off. Sometimes a double header, sometimes just singly. Now some of the boys put a camera on a flat car just in front of this engine. I believe that's how this picture was taken. There was a tunnel, a ballast deck, a steel girder bridge, so this track was in this basement for 27 years. Then the house had to be pulled down, and I took a lot of it with me, and I finally sold the track. And the fellow that bought it has put it up and is using it now. He said it fitted together and everything was all in good shape. Now naturally we had a lot of visitors to this basement. Some of them just sightseers, just curious. Others were interested in finding out how they worked. How do you build them? Where'd you get your stuff? Where'd you get your kit to build this stuff and all that kind of stuff? Well, I would like to mention that dining car was made by Harold Collins, who was an employee of Standard Oil. And every time that we had anything going on, we could call him and he'd come all the way over from Palo Alto or somewhere, or Burlingame. And he'd bring that dining car, and that was one of the most beautiful models you ever saw. It was polished brass. It had everything that you would expect to find in a dining car, even to napkins on the table. Everything, you might say, but the food. It was a beautiful piece of work. And then he finally went north up into Washington somewhere, so we didn't see him. Or we haven't seen him. I haven't seen him for years. Now, there was a switch engine there. I don't know if you noticed it, with a fantail type tender, and that was stolen. We never heard of that anymore. The best part about it was that I had just rehashed it and put on a vapor valve gear, and it had run and pulled like the mischief. Then somebody came in the window and took it. But I want to say this, it was attractive enough for all kinds of people to come and see it operate. Editors from magazines and so on that expected to find a live steamer was one that had all kinds of machinery and a bench with an engine on it. The idea of steam engines running trains around on a scenic railroad was something new entirely, and they wrote it up. So we got a tremendous lot of publicity. So all this kind of stuff was going on and bringing more people to the basement. And each one, it seemed, would want to ask the question, how can you get started on this? Until there were so many that 2 or 3 of us decided the thing to do was to form a club and put out this information on more or less of a mass production basis, because I know it was wearing me out, telling them all how I built these things and so on, and how they could get started. So that is how the club, the live steamer, started from there. That was in about 1939 or late in 1938.